Snowfall Season 5, Episode 2 really just feels like a continuation of Episode 1. Like they didn't have enough time to catch us up on all the main characters and all of their stories in that episode. So they just split the difference and we really focus in on what Teddy is doing now. You guys really been loving these breakdowns recently, so keep showing love in the comment section. Leave your theories and predictions as I will continue to share these comments in the beginning and the end of every single breakdown moving forward. Like Emery Jones, who believes that Rob was killed because he told Thad about the CIA agent and not because him using drugs. And Rico F20 said, "Did you notice Peaches being sick? HIV?" And I did notice this, and I wanted to double back to this in this breakdown. I noticed that Peaches was sick, and I couldn't really put my finger on it. Like, they mention it, and let me tell y'all something about TV shows. They never say anything that's irrelevant. Like, there's no throwaway lines. Everything means something. And I just couldn't figure out exactly what it was until I was in the barbershop on Friday, and the guys were kicking around some theories. And one of the guys in the barbershop actually said he believes that Peaches is using now. He believes that Peaches is using and he's a little bit off, and that's why he was sniffling and all that stuff. So I think that's a very good theory that Peaches is using, and he might be derailed and go off the rails sometime later on in this season. And also maybe HIV. I believe that HIV started to pop up around that time. So it could be either one of those scenarios. But if you could recall back to episode 1, he was sleeping on the job, he was sniffling, he just didn't seem right. And so one of those two theories definitely fits, but we'll see what happens moving forward. I did want to acknowledge that. Neither one of those were my theories though. Also, if you guys are new to this channel, please be sure to hit the thumbs up, subscribe, and bell notification, because I am doing breakdowns for Snowfall every single episode, and they will start coming out a little bit quicker. I've just had a crap ton of stuff that's been going on in life, but I promise these videos will start coming out a whole lot faster than a Sunday, Monday, Tuesday type release. I will have these videos out to you guys a lot sooner. Now let's get right into the video. Flashback to 11 months ago. Teddy has been trying to slide his way back into this operation since he left a few months ago.
There's nothing like some real R&R to get your head straightened out.
It's funny. I can't picture you at a vacation resort.
Oh, that's because he wasn't at one. He had been in the jungle, cleaning himself up and getting his mind right. He's even been checking out or spying on his ex-wife and his son, just keeping tabs on every single person apparently. He also took a club soda here, which means presumably he is sober now and he is more clear-headed and focused than he ever been. Now 6 months ago, he is now checking in with Ivy, who he has been working with again, so clearly he is making progress on getting his way back into the operation.
What? You get yourself back in my good graces, prove you're on your game, sober and fit, and then when something goes wrong in LA, what choice do I possibly have, right?
This is Teddy's exact play. Dude called it perfectly. But kudos to Teddy because he played his cards right and he got exactly what he needed. He is in a full disguise here. Ponytail, hard hat, jumpsuit, work truck. Very convincing way to get close and to get the information that he needs. You can see here him taking pictures of the cars, collecting evidence of Grady's wrongdoing. He even scratches his car here, which shows you his distaste for the way Grady is living. This newspaper article shows Franklin that the police still are searching for Thad, so they have yet to find him or his body. So he's still in the clear for now.
Well, you'll have to forgive me. Cocaine has not been good for my memory.
They're just throwing out subtle hints that Grady really isn't fit for this position. He gave him a price break for a ride in a plane. That shows you he is just in it for the thrill of it. He could care less about the operation and the money and where it's going.
Anything else? How's the lady?
It's good. Real good. Getting serious.
Think she's a keeper?
See here? These two actually have a legitimate friendship. It's not just a business relationship. Teddy is still petitioning for his spot back, and he has a strong argument now.
See, I was thinking more about what you did to his father in Cuba.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
This guy mentioned Franklin's dad here. To me, this is a misdirection for the audience to continue to lead us down the path of thinking that Alton is dead. But let me tell you guys something. Writers do not spend hours scripting just to give an obvious reveal. They always have some kind of clever write around. It's something else going on, but I cannot be positive as to what's going on with Alton, but it's definitely not that he's dead right now. At least that's my prediction. So I'm holding strong in my prediction that Alton is still alive, at least right now.
And you trusted my instincts to go with it, and it's gonna provide for generations to come. I can feel it.
Which is why you should have a personal equity stake. You gonna own a piece too.
They just canceled Different Strokes. I'm really sensitive right now, huh?
Franklin making serious real estate investments to position himself nicely for the years to come. And it is in major parts to Veronique, who is the mastermind behind this whole deal. Franklin believes and trusts in her. Side note, they did cancel Different Strokes in 1986 for the second time actually. Franklin and Veronique are running things by Jerome and Louis. $10 million is almost all the money that they have. They've become multi-millionaires in this drug game. They are all in a better position in life now because of this one decision that Franklin made years ago.
Yeah, it's all taken care of. Rob's out. His friend who did the shooting too.
By out, you mean?
Out. Rob's on the pipe. Can't be trusted anymore.
Damn, nephew. Wow.
Everybody is hurt and shocked by the fact that Rob is dead, but they also understand that it had to be done. You can see here that everybody is kind of like,
Can't be
and they
trusted
also
anymore.
seem a little bit surprised that Franklin did it
Wow.
so quickly, and I think that lets them know that things are different from him. They might not know the reason why, but they are recognizing that he's changing a little bit and making more swift and firm decisions. Teddy continues to check in on all of his assets, like Gustavo's, for this reason only.
I'm here because I need to know if I can still count on you.
Because if they're not with him, he will cut them out of the picture.
It's more fun than you.
I'm fun.
The irony of Gustavo's telling Teddy he is not fun like Grady. Like Grady literally just told you guys that y'all are not fun. You can see here that Avi actually got these guns from the US Army, which means that there are war-type machineries now hitting the hoods of America. Franklin is having issues communicating with his mom in Cuba, which definitely means that there is room for things to be misinterpreted or for some type of conflict to not be relayed properly. I think that this will be an issue going forward, but I don't know exactly how it's going to play into the storyline. This is so dope to me. This is Leon paying it forward. How Franklin opened up his mind and showed him other possibilities, he is now doing for all of the kids in the neighborhood. Some of these kids would never have a chance to leave their neighborhood if it wasn't for the opportunity that Leon was providing.
I admire your taste in wine.
Teddy mentioning this wine and having it in his hand should have been a dead giveaway for Grady. They are making it clear here that Teddy is sober now and he finds this behavior from Grady unacceptable.
DWP. But without the wig. I'd offer you a line or a drink, but I'm guessing you'd say no.
I want you to understand. This is not because you insulted me. It's because you're bad at your job.
This is true. He already had poisoned the wine before the conversation they had, so he already knew that Grady wasn't going to just walk away. He planned on getting rid of him from the jump. Teddy is forcing Franklin's hand and changing his plans right as he's getting things going. This is going to put him and Franklin at odds for the rest of the season as Franklin fights to get out of the game and Teddy continues to try to keep him in. That's pretty much everything that I have for episode 2 breakdown. I will be back this week with episode 3. Thank you guys so much for your patience and for all the love and support. And until next time, man.